Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Welcome to Season with Love. I'm Casey. Welcome to my kitchen, y'all. I'm excited today, y'all. We doing oxtails. Jamaican style oxtails, y'all. I got my oxtails here. I got about 2 pounds. They a little expensive, y'all. I know that. This was about $10 a pound. This is about $20 worth. It's 2 pounds. Let's go over this list of ingredients so we can get started on this Jamaican style oxtails, y'all. I got 2 pounds of oxtail, scallions, red pepper, green pepper, onion, hot pepper, fresh thyme, allspice berries, and garlic on this plate, y'all. That's gonna go in our marinade to marinate these oxtails. We're gonna marinate these overnight. We got some ginger powder. We got that Maggi seasoning, which is a flavor enhancer. We're gonna use a very little bit of that. We got some black pepper, y'all. We got some onion and garlic. Y'all already know this is seasoned with love. We got some steak seasoning. This is my homemade jerk seasoning, my homemade jerk marinade rub. I'm gonna use a very small amount of this. I got some all-purpose seasoning. And that's it, y'all. I'm gonna get started on washing this meat. You wanna wash your oxtails thoroughly. Wash them and soak them with vinegar, salt, lemon juice, lime juice. It all works, okay? Get in that sink and wash your meat. We don't know who handled this meat. This came from the meat market. I got a nice cut on this meat. I'm gonna get back with y'all once I get this meat cleaned up, so y'all can watch me season it and get it ready for the fridge for tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned on Season with Love. We making Jamaican oxtails. Alright, y'all. I have soaked these oxtails. I washed them twice, and then I soaked them in the vinegar, water, and salt solution. They've been soaking for about 30 minutes. Y'all see all that blood that came out of the oxtails? This is why you want to wash your oxtails to take off that freshness. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that freshness on your oxtails, so they can absorb that seasoning better that we about to put in there. So we're going to pour that off, and now we're going to rinse it with some cold water. Now, y'all see how red it was when I started? The color have changed and everything. We're going to get back over to the counter where we got better lighting and you guys can see, okay? Alright, y'all. We got our oxtails here. Y'all can see clearly the color have changed on the oxtails from what y'all see in the beginning. That's because the vinegar and the lime juice and the salt drained, and I soaked them, so it took a lot of the blood out of the oxtails, which you want to do. Okay, that's what you're trying to do. Remove that freshness and that rawness from the meat. Okay, now we're gonna start to season this oxtails. I'm gonna put a little pepper. Okay, some onion. I'm out of onion powder, which is rarely the case in my house, so I'm using some minced onion. It's alright. Garlic powder. Get you some in there, y'all. Some ginger powder. My seasoning, steak seasoning. Good amount. My homemade jerk rub. Put a little bit of that in there. Last but not least, and the dry seasonings are all-purpose seasoning. I'm using adobo. Use what you like. Okay, now I'm gonna put a little bit of this Maggi seasoning in there, y'all. Get a little bit of that in there. It's not browning, it's Maggi. I'm gonna add the fresh onion in here, the fresh seasoning now. I'm gonna add everything. Everything I showed y'all in the beginning. Get it in the pot. Everything except the Scotch bonnet. I'm gonna float this in the pot because I don't want to, if I cut it, it's gonna be real spicy, okay? You like it spicy? By all means, cut it and put it in, okay? I'm just gonna get this marinated with this right here, the seasoning that we got in here. Get it marinated nice, okay? You know what? I am gonna add just a splash of browning. Don't want to put too much browning, y'all. You don't want no black oxtails. You start out with that much and get that mixed in, okay? You don't want no black oxtail. You want the oxtails too black. You want a nice brown color, but not too black, okay? So, and I'm still gonna do the burnt sugar tomorrow because it gives your oxtails a nice taste, okay? So, in the browning, let me go ahead and put just a little bit more browning in there. Just a little bit more. Don't do too much. Because like I said, we still going to do the burnt sugar, okay? And you want to get that, crush them vegetables up in there, because that's your marinade. You want that meat to absorb all the flavors from the vegetables, the peppers, the onion, the garlic, the ginger powder, everything. Get everything tossed up in there, y'all. Okay? Oh, that's looking real good, y'all. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to cover it, okay? And let this sit for 24 hours, y'all. That flavor going to get so deep into that meat and penetrate that meat so lovely. It's going to be nice. Lovely and nice, as they say, y'all. These oxtails are going to be so delicious. Y'all, we're going to let these marinate for 24 hours. Stay tuned on Season with Love. We're making Jamaican style oxtails, y'all. Alright, guys. Good morning. We back. We have let our oxtails marinate overnight in our delicious marinade. We still got our hot pepper in here with it, but we didn't crack, we didn't cut it or bust it open. We don't want it to be too spicy. So now I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do. Y'all meet me at the stove while I start frying these. Now we want to remove the oxtails, separate it from our fresh seasoning, okay? We just want the meat. We don't want the veggies that's in here. That's going to go in the pot later on in the cooking process. We just want the meat, okay? We're going to sear this meat and get the pot started. Y'all meet me at the stove. Alright, guys. We at the stove. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get about quarter cup of oil in the bottom of this pan. Not too much. Not even a quarter cup. Less than that. A couple of tablespoons. Okay, just enough to brown off our sugar. We're going to get some sugar in here. We can get this sugar browned up, y'all. Once we caramelize some sugar, I don't want to say burn the sugar because you don't want it to be burnt. That burnt sugar will give your food a bitter taste. So you want to slowly caramelize the sugar. Alright, y'all see our sugars are browning. It's going to happen really fast. You don't want it to burn. Okay? Now at a certain brownness, you want to start getting your oxtails in the pot, okay? See that smoke is coming up? Now I'm going to hurry up. Alright, guys. This is what our pot is looking like when we first dropped our oxtails in here. Now we're going to start flipping them around. They absorbing that brown color. We're going to get this meat seared up. Get all our seasons infused in there. And we're going to cover it. Let it spring its natural juices for a minute before we add our liquid. Okay? Stay tuned on Season with Love. Alright. Guys, the meat has sprung its natural juices. Okay? What we're going to do is let this fry down on a high heat. And then we're going to add some water to it. Cover it back up. And bring it up to a nice little boil. And then reduce to a medium-low simmer. Medium-high simmer. Okay. Oxtails take a very, very, very long time. I cannot stress how long oxtails take, guys. Depending on your oxtail, it could take up to 3 to 4, maybe even 5 hours, depending on the tenderness. Now, if you have a pressure cooker and you want to pressure, be mindful that the pressure cooker, cover your oxtails in the pressure cooker just to cover the oxtail with the liquid to pressure the oxtails. Because you're going to have to finish it not on the stew setting, okay? You're going to have to finish it on the stew setting so that the oxtails can stew and the liquid can cook down, okay? So we're gonna fry this down and we're gonna add some water. I'm gonna add those seasonings that we were saving to this. So this is how I like to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add those seasonings from the marinade. You guys, right now. Later on, I'll add a little bit more onion to this and a little bit more. Or probably I don't know how I'm going to do it today. I might decide to add some spinners because I like spinners in the gravy. A lot of people don't. They add the butter beans. But you know, you do what you prefer. This is my kitchen. I do what I like to eat. So now that that has cooked down, I'm gonna go ahead and add just some very hot water right now to cover the oxtail. See, that's not enough. If you add water, it's not enough. Go on and add you some more water. Okay. Y'all stay tuned on Season with Love, y'all. We making oxtails. Okay. Don't put too much water because it's gonna take your flavor. Now what we still have not seasoned these oxtails yet, y'all. We want to season it. We just put the wet season in there. Alright, y'all, we're gonna season our pot. We're gonna add some all-purpose seasoning. That was the last of that. We're gonna add some garlic powder. A little ginger powder. Alright, baby. We're gonna add a little bit of chicken seasoning. Okay, up in there, just a little bit of that all-purpose Maggi. And some black pepper, y'all. To taste. Some fresh thyme. Get that in there so it can do its thing. And our Scotch bonnet pepper. That's all we need right now. We're gonna bring this up to a nice simmer. Simmer it for first. I'm gonna check it every hour to check my water level. If I need more water, I'm gonna add it. Okay, y'all do the same. We starting to boil. I'm gonna cover it, put it on a medium, and let it come up to cooking, y'all. Stay tuned on Season with Love. All right, you guys. This is what the oxtails is looking like now. Okay, they're nowhere near done, but I can clearly see I need to add more liquid. Okay, I decided I'm not gonna add spinners. I'm gonna add potatoes today. Okay, got my allspice berries in here. You see, but they are done enough now for me to taste for salt, for seasoning. Okay, make sure they got enough seasoning in them. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna get right back with you. Alright, you guys, let me tell y'all what I did. Now, I tasted my oxtail for seasoning. It needed a little bit more salt. And it was sweet enough, okay? So, instead of going in with a little bit of ketchup, I went in with some tomato bouillon with chicken flavor, okay? Instead of going in with ketchup because it's very sweet. And I don't want to add ketchup to make it even sweeter, okay? It's not very sweet, but it's sweet enough for my taste. Now, the hot pepper has added its heat to the pot. I took the green one out before it burst and added an orange one. And as you can see, that one is very done as well. And the oxtails are very spicy, okay? So, I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to add just a cup more water because I'm going to lay down. You guys know I do not stand up by the stove. And I don't want it to burn. So, this water is very low and not covering the meat. So I'm going to cover it to make sure the meat is covered. And I'm going to go back to my bed and let this cook for another hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay, I'll see you guys when it's done. Stay tuned for plating. Well, when my husband adds the potatoes, we'll come back when my husband adds the potato. Okay, y'all, I'm going to add a little bit more water. Let this cook for another hour and a half. And then when my husband adds the potatoes, he'll show y'all when he's adding the potatoes, okay? Y'all stay tuned on Season with Love.
Okay, you guys, these are the oxtails. They've been boiling for a few hours. This was a tough batch, so depending on your preference, is how long you're gonna let it boil. How tender you want it is how long you're gonna let it boil. So now I'm about to add the potatoes, and I'm gonna put the timer on for another 40 minutes. And I'm gonna let the potatoes get soft. Okay, you guys. When we come back, she's gonna plate it and let y'all see how it's looking.
Alright, you guys. This is my final plating of my Jamaican style oxtails, you guys. They look incredible. They came out amazing. My husband added some potatoes. These oxtails took about 5 hours to cook. No lie, no exaggeration. See, the oxtail batch depends on the old age of the ox, meaning the cow. Oxtail ain't nothing but beef, y'all. Oxtail is only beef. It comes from a cow, the tail of a cow, okay? Now this cow was probably an older cow, which why the meat is more tough and take longer to cook, okay? So, it depends on the age. If I get a young, tender cow, my meat gonna cook about an hour, hour and a half, okay? I'm gonna add some pear to this, okay? Before I take my pictures, but you guys, you can see how the oxtails came out. They look incredible. Let me zoom in for y'all. Oh my goodness, you don't want them, they fall off the bone tender, but you don't want them to actually fall off the bone, okay? This is my quick rating, you guys, of my oxtail, Jamaican stew oxtail. Serving this with cabbage, rice and peas, coconut flavor rice and peas. I got some sweet plantain and some salad over here, okay? This oxtail is fall off the bone tender, but you don't want it actually to fall off the bone. But look at this. Woo! Oh, that's hot. Look at this, you guys. That is tender, right? Oh my goodness, look at that. But I don't want it actually to fall off. Okay, that's how you want to cook it. You want it that tender. You want it that tender, but you don't want it to fall off the bone, okay? And when you eat it, that you don't have nothing left but that bone. Look at that. You guys, look at that. That's fall off the bone tender, okay? Look at this. Okay? And I love these little tiny baby ones here. You just put it in your mouth and it just disappears, you guys. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. And you guys know that we want that gravy on the rice and on the oxtail. I love extra gravy. Okay, I'm going to put some extra gravy on this rice. Oh my goodness, you guys, check that out. Oh my goodness. Meat just all in the gravy. You already know. Extra gravy on these oxtails. Y'all, you want some gravy on your plate, okay? This looks incredible, you guys. Incredible. Oh my goodness. And the potato just adds a richness to the gravy with the vegetables. You guys, I am starving. I cannot wait to eat. God bless and thanks for watching. And I'll see y'all next week. And put on your notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload one of these delicious, amazing recipes. Mm.